Hello all and welcome to All Red. It's always a big match when it's Liverpool versus Manchester United, and that's what we have this weekend coming up. Now, I've been seeing a lot of Liverpool fans on social media posting graphics about 9-0, 27-0, and I don't like that, and I'm going to tell you why, because this is the channel that is all Liverpool all the time. It's all red. Please hit that like button and consider subscribing as we continue to cover the best club in the entire world. Here's why, guys. I don't know if you remember, about a year ago, Liverpool were sitting top of the table. It was match week 16, and actually match week 17, in the 2023-2024 season. Liverpool were top of the table by 1 point. You can see the table here. Liverpool led over Arsenal, Villa, City were 4 points behind at that point, and Manchester United sat in 6th place, 10 points behind Liverpool. Now, everybody were saying back then that Liverpool were going to absolutely smash Manchester United. I think partly because of the recent results before that, where it was 7-0, 4-0, 5-0, and Liverpool were just absolutely crushing United. But we know what happened, right? Liverpool came into that match, maybe they were a little overconfident, and they left with a 0-0 draw at Anfield and ended up, dropping into second place after that. And it was largely disappointing. I remember thinking that was a huge missed opportunity. And United fans walked away from that very, very smugly happy. Now, however, this is completely different. It's Arneslot now versus Ruben Amorim. It's a completely different beast. Two different managers and largely two different teams than what we saw a year ago. And this is the form guide right now on Liverpool and Manchester United. Obviously, Liverpool, those two draws seem to be long behind us. The offense for the Reds has really picked up. And then, of course, Manchester United, kind of the complete opposite story. They beat Manchester City, but then it's just been absolutely abysmal, cannot score, and they've been losing, dropping massive amounts of points. Now, I had a hard time fitting Manchester United into this graphic, so sorry, it's a little bit small. But United currently sit fourth, 23 points behind Liverpool. If you double the Manchester United's points, they would still be behind Liverpool. That is absolutely fantastic. But we need to just jump into this thing and talk about who is going to start for Liverpool versus this tanking Manchester United team. So let's start at the back. It's Alisson Becker. It seems like he is going to start every important match when he is healthy, so he is in there, of course. It's going to be Kwanzaa and Virgil van Dijk at the back. Kwanzaa is kind of by necessity going to be the guy, and I actually think this is going to work out well for him because there's no other options now. I think that's going to give him a little bit of a confidence boost. Not that it's really because of anything he did, but it's like, okay, I'm the guy now. I've got to come in. I've got to play well. Slot's not going to take me off after a half because there's no Konate behind me. There's no Joe Gomez behind me. So I think Kwanzaa's the guy. I think we're going to start to see some better performances from him because he just has to. It has to be. So I'm really curious to see how Kwanzaa performs. I think it's going to be Trent and Robertson. I think Tsimikas could come in here, but I think we're seeing our preferred left back in Andy Robertson. And, with all the talk and all the chatter, now that the transfer window's open, the January transfer window open with Trent, I'd love to see him start. Obviously, we don't really have anybody else over there, so of course he will. But I'm really curious to see what Trent does at Anfield against Manchester United. I'm hoping we get a goal from him. Maybe he'll come over to the camera and do the Stevie G celebration again. That would be absolutely fantastic and send a massive message to the Liverpool fans. By the way, I heard today that he has requested no less than a 3-year contract from Liverpool and wants the captain's armband in the future. So I don't know if that's true. If it is, it's good news because he's actually talking to the club about what he wants. So I don't know if that's true, but whatevs. McAllister, Gravenberch, we don't have any suspensions this game, but we do have a series of players on a 4 yellow card watch list. So that'll be interesting to see. I'd actually like to see a few players get yellows because then they would be benched or suspended for the Tottenham match, the Carabao Cup semifinal. Not that we want them to be for that game, but that's, just a much less important game. So the 3 players that are all in danger of that 5th yellow card and being suspended for 1 match is Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberch, and Darwin Núñez. So I could see Gakpo and Gravenberch potentially picking up yellows in this one. Maybe not on purpose, but potentially. And then I think they would be out for that Carabao Cup. I think it goes over across all the domestic competitions. So let's move up here. I think Szoboszlai comes back in. Jones has done a fantastic job, but Szoboszlai has been en fuego. That's on fire in Spanish. And I think Szoboszlai needs to come in this one. I think Szoboszlai would absolutely run Manchester United's midfield into the ground. I mean, just absolutely run past them at every turn. And then because knowing what we know about Manchester United's current team, their current form, and just the tired legs that they have in that midfield, here's what I want to see from our front 3. I want it to be Gakpo, Diaz, and Salah. When you have those 3 running at you constantly, high press, we saw this in the first match against United this season, that is going to be absolutely dangerous for Liverpool as they look to secure the 3 points at Anfield against Manchester United. Now, I'm going to say this again, guys. Before I give you my score prediction, I want to just say this. Liverpool have struggled more at home this season than away. They lost their only match at home to Nottingham Forest. And they've struggled, I think, against lesser opponents. And Manchester United right now, they are not a mid-table team. They are a bottom table team right now. They are bad. They are a bad team. And the culture at that club is just awful. So what I want to see is I want to see Liverpool come out of the gates and absolutely crush, absolutely demolish Manchester United and further dig them deeper into the ground. But I want to be cautious in saying I don't expect another 7-0 scoreline. And I want to see it, but I'm not that overconfident. I know that any club can come in at any time in the Premier League and get, a draw or secure 3 points. So, this happened last season. We were flying high and Manchester United were going down and then the 0-0 draw happened and it started to really reveal some of those cracks. And then the injuries happened and all that. So with all that being said, here's my score prediction. I'm not seeing Manchester United scoring at Anfield. You could make a case for Kwanzaa being in there. Maybe there's a little gap there where Manchester United could expose a weakness or a mistake, but their recent form has been so bad, so poor. I don't think they're scoring at Anfield, and I think Liverpool are putting 4 past the Red Devils. So let me know what you think in the comments. Get your score predictions in, and tell me what I got wrong. Okay? You guys are really good at that. And absolutely, this is the Henry boy, recently turned 9 years old. On his birthday, Liverpool smashed West Ham 5-0. And this is Henry's score prediction. He's predicting 4-0, and I'm going to listen to him. He believes it's going to happen, and you should too.